You can get on it if you want to. Just going to wait until some people show up. Honestly, I just fucking starting to lose the will of even watching Tottenham this season. I just want the season to be over.
Yeah.
Anyway, Chelsea 2, Tottenham Hotspur 1. And I forgot to actually put in the title 0 because it still feels like it's 2-0 because we did not earn that goal at all. It was pure luck completely. Frank Lampard has done the double over Mourinho and beating Tottenham, and top 4 is starting to look increasingly unlikely, or top 5, or whatever place we finish. There was no matter of urgency in that team. The passing was terrible. When you've got no natural strikers, you can't really expect much to make any clear-cut chances or shots on target, anything of the sort. There was just nothing in that game at all. I am fuming at how we have let ourselves be in this situation where we are expected to carry on the season with no Kane, no Son, not even bothering trying to get back Llorente, relying on Giroud, providing that Chelsea get their backup striker, which they didn't get, and then Giroud ends up scoring against us. I'm done. I'm honestly done. There's nothing to look forward to more in this season.
End of season. It's there's nothing to be excited about because we're not winning the FA Cup. We're not.
The FA Cup is what I'm prioritising.
We don't have the depth for it. Maybe top 5 if 5th place is up for grabs. Maybe, but I can't see us. I can't see how we're scoring goals. I honestly can't. That goal was a complete fluke, and it flattered us being 2-1. It flattered us, which is crazy. That is one of the worst performances I've seen from Spurs in such a long time. Worst performance under Jose. I think
Mourinho's got to blame for this game as well today.
Mourinho needs to take some blame. I thought he set up all right for the beginning. You can see how he's trying to play 5 at the back, keep it tight, hit him on the break, and try and also attack later on when they might tire a bit. They completely outdid us with the press, completely. And I mean, the first goal was an absolute joke to concede because no one went to Giroud. Our defenders just looked like headless chickens in there. Second goal, Tanganga at fault, I'd say. He got dragged over to double mark with Sanchez, leaving Alonso completely unmarked for him to score. And they could have had more. They really could have. It was an awful performance from top to bottom. And the fixture congestion is awful and we don't have hardly any depth. There are problems, but you still got to turn up for a London derby. You still got to turn up, and we don't. We don't for some reason turn up when it's Chelsea. They're up for it. You can tell they're up for it, and they deserve the win. They completely outplayed us.
Yeah, they completely outplayed us. They can just literally play against us every single week, and we won't get a result against it. Mr. Fisher, what is it that every season around February Kane gets an end of season injury? He was injured on the first day of the new year, mate. Anyway, yeah,
I just don't see a way out for this because we have to deal with the fact we don't have Son, we don't have Kane, our 2 top goal scorers, and also contributors. Doesn't Sonny have like second most assists in the league or something under De Bruyne? I'm pretty sure he does, but at least he contributes a lot of assists. Just makes a lot of goal contributions. Him and Kane, and they're so vital for the way we play. And I don't know what we're going to do without them because this play isn't working. It's not going to work.
No, it's not working at all. The system today definitely didn't work. The goal, like you said, was a complete fluke, which is why I made a mistake in the title of this video, because it still feels like it's a 2-0 loss. I mean, the 2-1 just meant fuck all.
I mean, and Lloris saved it from being more. Could have been
3,
4-0.
could have been 4.
Could have been 4.
That shot.
I remember 2 clear-cut chances, like the Tammy Abraham one, where they could have scored, and the Mount one as well. And they didn't because Lloris saved us. But it really could have been more. It was just dreadful. And I'm so worried about how the rest of the season would turn out. I just don't see anything happening. Yeah, we got Wolves next. We got Wolves. I mean, last time we beat them, we didn't.
Was a complete fluke.
Well, yeah, but Sonny and Eric. Sonny. I can't remember words straight. Vertonghen and Lucas scored then, but
yeah,
I don't see how we can score goals because Lucas. He's a very frustrating player. I love him, and he has moments of absolute class, but he's so frustrating. He gets very selfish. He he loses the ball so often. And just, well, to be fair, every player lost the ball today, a ton. Passing was awful. Couldn't hold the ball. Like I said, they outdid us with the press.
Chelsea 5, 6, 7. London is blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, mate, I bet you weren't even supporting Chelsea 10 years ago. The problem with our team is that you got to consider as well. Bergwijn is not a striker. Lucas Moura, definitely not a striker. The only thing that was good today, or looked good on paper, was arguably the middle. And I think Tanganga did all right, apart from
the second goal.
But I think it all started from a pass from the other end of the pitch, from the other end of the goal area. And everyone was closing it down. The passing was too quick. What else could Tanganga do? Because it was all purely...
He doubled up with Sanchez, which he shouldn't do.
Yeah.
And left Alonso completely unmarked. But yeah, and Ndombele, I don't think he was too great.
No, Ndombele was awful today. Awful. Just he doesn't have the fitness for this game.
You can say he doesn't have the fitness.
He does not have the fitness.
They set up wrong, I do think, in terms of Lo Celso being on the right and Winks and Ndombele deeper. That didn't work.
We're just lucky Lo Celso. We're just lucky Lo Celso didn't get sent off that game, because VAR said that he should have been sent off.
Oh yeah, what a state of that. The fact that they fully said it should have been a red card. Supposedly he won't get a match ban or anything after the game, because the on-field decision is what's carried through, and because he didn't get it, and the on-field was, they called it as a throw-in. Because VAR didn't do anything, they're not going to give him a match
Someone in
ban.
the comments asked if you have a YouTube channel.
No, not at the moment.
Maybe soon you will. Yeah, I don't even want to talk anymore. I've got some editing to do.
Well, look, like I said, Mourinho should take some blame. He set up wrong. I thought the lineup looked good, because I get where he was trying to play, and I get that we don't have many options. Play fight the back, yeah. Keep it compact, try and score on the counter. But when you make silly mistakes like that and concede those stupid goals, it completely undoes the plan. But the problem was he didn't change back from a 5 at the back, which was really odd. I get maybe there's problems with Lamela's fitness, or he didn't want to play Ali so much, but he should have changed it from a 5 at the back, because it wasn't working. Lo Celso shouldn't have been on the right. You need him deep, because he's got the physicality that Ndombele doesn't have. You need to push Ndombele further up, because he doesn't have the legs to defend that well. The setup in general was wrong, and he didn't change it enough, and he left it way too late. Goal he scored was a fluke, and as well as that, the fact we didn't turn up, there was no sense of urgency. But the fact we're still passing it backwards in the 93rd minute, when we need a goal to equalise that could potentially salvage a 4th place finish for us this season, and then not pushing hard enough, it's absolutely abysmal. Right, there wasn't enough heart. There was no passion. That's the worst thing.
What did you guys make of Dele not starting the game? Right, last question. Yeah, I kind of supported it, to be honest. Dele has just not been great at all. I don't think just because you score goals against Chelsea in the past means that you're guaranteed a spot against Chelsea. You've got to play your previous games well, which he hasn't been doing at all. There's no point having a little throwing your toys out the pram when you get subbed off. Should be doing that during the game.
Oh, I'm saying I think Lamela was better than him when he came on.
Yeah. Right, we're going to end it here. So, yeah, just keep an eye out for my channel, and live reaction will come out very soon.